What's going on, internet? What's going on, YouTube? Thank you very much for tuning in to a video. Once again, this is the first video of 2019. I want to wish you guys a happy new year. I hope you guys were safe. You know, none of that drinking and driving stuff. None of that fun stuff. As you can see in the title of this video, I wanted to, oh, by the way, I don't have a face cam in this just because, I don't know, it might be a new thing I do for recordings of videos. Obviously, when I post stream highlight videos, they will have the face cam in it because I use a face cam when I stream on Twitch. But in terms of these like pre-recorded ideas that I have, I think maybe making a video without a face cam might be a little bit better for you guys. I want you guys, have the best experience and see the video in its full. As you can see, this is just kind of recapping the first 2 years of my career mode with Chelsea FC. Career mode has always been one of my favorite game modes. I wouldn't say my favorite. I still think Pro Clubs is the best game mode. My favorite game mode. In FIFA, the franchise. I don't think EA pays enough attention to Pro Clubs. I think they can make it a fantastic game mode, but they are so focused on the money grab. That is Ultimate Team. And that's the reason I don't play Ultimate Team. I know I get a lot of people in my chat all the time asking if I play Ultimate Team. I think it is a great game mode. I think it innovated sports games as it is. Madden ended up making a version of it as well. It definitely innovated sports games, and it brought it up a notch. It's just not for me. It's a bit pay to win, just in my opinion. I don't doubt anyone who plays it. I think it's fantastic to build your team from any players in the game, any leagues and players that EA has licensed into, which is a lot. Then you can make your own team. I think that's tremendous, and it's a great idea, but it's just not for me. So moving on to career mode, I usually do about 3 or 4 career modes in the span of a year. Until the next FIFA comes out. I always do a Chelsea one. Chelsea is my favorite club, of course. Excuse me. And I have a lot of fun with it. I like to get a lot of like the young wonder kids, but not the obvious ones. I don't like to get like Mbappe, all that. So what we're going to be doing here, we're going to be just going through my league honors and like some of the stats that have gone through with the 2 seasons. Just so you guys know how I play career mode. I play like the big games that I see necessary. Like I'll play the first 5 or 6 Premier League games just to get ahead of the table. I'll play every single cup game. That includes Community Shield, which is the next game. I'll play, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and then I'll pretty much sim the Premier League games unless the table is starting to get too close and we're not going to get a win. So that's something fun that I like to do. I pretty much sim everything else, just Premier League games. It's pretty much I sim them unless I feel we need to win. So let's go ahead and look at my career. So just one club. I haven't moved to another club. League titles 2. So I've played 2 seasons and I've won the Premier League both times. Domestic Cups 1. That's 3. That's the Carabao Cup 2 times and the FA Cup 1 time. I lost the FA Cup final to like Tottenham or something, I think. My biggest win is 8-0 versus Sundsvall in September 2018. That was my inaugural season. My biggest defeat was 3-0 versus Milan. I think I simulated that. I don't think I played that. I play on World Class mode. I don't know if I told you guys. I play on World Class mode. My record transfer fee was £116 million. We'll get into who that is. I just made the sign. I haven't even played with him yet. Then you see my total earnings. You see my club record. I've played 141 games with 104 wins, 15 draws, and 22 losses. That is tremendous. 33 goals for, 112 goals against. That is tremendous. So let's go ahead and go into the squad hub. I just want to show you guys how much the squad has changed in 2 years. It has changed tremendously. So for my goalkeepers here, I've still got Kepa. I think, he's very young. His potential is insane. Definitely want to keep him as my starting goalkeeper. Jamal Blackman, I'm about to sell him. I just brought him in for a third keeper for a season until I brought in this man to be the third keeper. Zach Steffen. He's a tremendous American goalkeeper. Plays for Columbus Crew. I think he just signed I forget who. He just signed for some European club. But he's tremendous. He's got pretty good potential too. And then Albin Lafont, at only 21 years old, he is 82 overall. I got him to be my backup keeper. He is tremendous. Timothy Fosu-Mensah, I bought him to be my backup right back. He's another one who, he's young. He's got crazy good potential. And I also managed the Netherlands national team, so I thought it would be good to have a guy who plays for both teams. Joshua Kimmich, I bought him from Bayern Munich. He was an expensive boy, but he's 88 overall. He can play multiple positions. Why wouldn't you want him? I actually play him at center defensive mid right now. If I decide to sell Azpilicueta, then I'll put him at right back. Steven Sessegnon, which is the brother of Ryan Sessegnon. I have him loaned out. He's listed as a right back and center back, but I would never put him at center back. He's okay. His potential is not as high as his brother's, but I think he's a decent guy to have, in the club nevertheless. DeAndre Yedlin, I might be selling him just to give Fosu Mensah more time at right back. But he's very fast. He's American, so I like him. He's not the best defender, not the best passer, but he's very fast. I like to, I'll put him in there whenever the regular squad needs a break. I'll put him in there. Andreas Christensen, he's actually gone up to 85. Okay, he's been 84 for like an entire year. His morale is unhappy because he's not playing very much. As you'll see, my center back depth is incredible. So we'll see. I mean, he might stick around, but I might sell him. He'll make some good money. Kurt Zouma, I still have him. I don't play him very often, so I'm surprised his morale is content. I don't play him very often, but ever since he came back from loan on Everton, he's remained with the squad. Antonio Rudiger, he started a lot of games for me because I've had a lot of center backs injured. But he's tremendous. Right now he's the number one choice backup. So he's not in the first team, but he's still a tremendous center back to have. Chidozie Awaiziam, he's a Nigerian center back. He's got tremendous potential for only the age of 23. I sent him on loan at Dortmund because he wants to get some playing time. Ethan Ampadu, he is also a loan. Most Chelsea fans know about him. Most English football fans know about him too. He's got, in real life and in the game, he's got tremendous potential. I think he could be something great. These are my two regular starting center backs right here. Kostas Manolas, 87 overall, and Kalidou Koulibaly, 89 overall. I mean, just these two together, absolutely bonkers. And then Cesar Azpilicueta is still listed as a center back. I mean, he hasn't played center back for a year. But I play him at right back because that's his natural position. Ferland Mendy is my number one choice left back at the moment. I'm working on getting someone else. I wanted Lucas Hernandez, but the bid fell through. It didn't go through. We couldn't get him. So for now, Ferland Mendy is my starting left back, and Marcos Alonso is the backup, and his contract is expiring in 11 months. So moving on to some center defensive mids, I have Wilfred Ndidi. I am so high on this player. I enjoy him so much. Another young Nigerian with incredible potential. I think it's a shame he didn't play as much in the World Cup for Nigeria as he did. He plays for Leicester City right now. I would love if he actually legitimately came to Chelsea in real life. I think he's tremendous. N'Golo Kanté, he's a guy who, the only reason he's out the team is if he's tired or if it's a game that I feel the backups can win on a simulation. His form is only okay, but as you can see, he hasn't dipped under 90 overall since I started this. Timothy Bakayoko, he came back from loan on AC Milan. He's second choice behind Ndidi, but he does get some game time every now and then. I'll put him in there, or I'll put him on the bench a lot and just have him come in. Have him come in for Kovacic or something, just to have like an all defensive midfield if I'm winning by a goal or two, just to kind of park the bus. Moving on to some right midfielders. Christian Pulisic is the number one as of right now. And this is actually a move that is being linked in the future, in real life, that either in the winter transfer window or the summer transfer window that Chelsea will actually get Christian Pulisic. I'm a big fan of him. He's American. He's our American prodigy here. He could play, on either side. He's tremendous. I think he could be something really special. I'm not quite sure what his potential is. I think he can get around 86 or so. Victor Tsaganov, a Ukrainian guy. He's a guy who I think this upcoming summer, I think he's going to move to a giant European club. Right now he is the number one choice to come off the bench and replace either Hazard or Pulisic. Tremendous player. I think he's left-footed, I want to say. Not quite sure. Moving on to some more center mids. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I still have him at the club. Kind of disappointed he's only gotten to 83 overall, but you know what? It could be worse. He plays very good. He's excellent at the long ball and long shot taken. Kovacic has got up to 87 overall. His morale is only content. I'm not sure why. He is in the first team. My starting midfield is Kimmich, Kovacic, and N'Golo Kanté, so I'm not quite sure why his morale is content. Perhaps he wants to sell away. Billy Gilmore, it's still the preseason as of right now. I'm trying to loan him out. As you can see there, I'm trying to sell him, actually. He was approached by Aston Villa, so I'm trying to sell him. He just doesn't have enough potential to stay on the squad for me. Aaron Ramsey, I brought him in from Arsenal just to provide some more center mid depth. I now have too much center mid depth. I'm going to end up having to sell someone. Because I mean, goodness, he just doesn't get as much playtime as he deserves. He's a fantastic player. Kai Havertz, another guy who, in real life, I think he is going to make a big splash in the upcoming season or two. Only 21 years old. He can play pretty much anywhere. Tremendous guy. I think he might be a little left-footed, too. Is he left-footed? I have no idea. So they're not going to have any stats, obviously, because the season just started. So they're not going to have any stats. He is left-footed. He's got tremendous pace for a center attack in mid. His value went up 20% since I got him. That's nice. Mason Mount, I still have him at the club. I haven't loaned him out or anything. He's been on the club the entire time. Like I said, I have too much midfield depth. I mean, look at this list. It keeps going. It just keeps going. His contract is expiring in 11 months. I want to re-sign him. He's a tremendous guy. I think Chelsea should bring him back in real life, too. Ross Barkley, he's still only 26-year-old. His morale is content. His form is okay. He's only 81 overall. He's in the rotation, but again, kind of like Bakayoko, he doesn't play much. You know, he might be lucky if he gets a bench spot. That's about it. Another one who he might end up going in this transfer window. Wilfried Zaha, I brought him in from Crystal Palace just to, at the time when I brought him in, I wanted to get rid of Pedro and Willian, in particular Willian. I know some of my real Chelsea fans can relate to that. I wanted to get rid of him, so I brought him in. He's still young. He went to Manchester United at a very young age. I don't think he was ready for that. He's played excellent for Crystal Palace. If you don't think he's Crystal Palace's best player, you're absolutely losing it. He's the one he's another one where if Chelsea signed him in real life, I would enjoy that. Timothy Weah, he's a Paris Saint-Germain striker. He's another American. I brought him off the bench last season, but he's on loan at Napoli right now. He's got tremendous potential. Willem Goubels is a French striker. He plays for AS Monaco as of right now. You can sign him at the age of 16 if you start up career mode. His potential is insane. He can go up to 85 overall, so I have him on loan right now, getting some experience. Dominic Solanke, I brought him back from Liverpool after he no longer plays for Chelsea in real life. He's one. I don't think we should have gotten rid of him. I believe he's in the Liverpool system now, but I think he's on loan, right? But I brought him back to be my third choice striker. And now moving on to the big boy, my most expensive signing ever, Mauro Icardi. I bought him from Real Madrid. He signed for Real Madrid in career mode. I haven't played a game with me. I just bought him because I just sold Alvaro Morata. Who did I sell Morata to? I think I sold him to Atletico Madrid or something. That's where all the Chelsea strikers go, it seems like. His squad role is crucial. I mean, he's 89 overall. He's not going to get the team. And my backup striker, Tammy Abraham. Another one who, in real life, I just wish Chelsea would give him a bit of a chance. I think he could be better than both Giroud and Morata in real life. Callum Hudson-Odoi, I still have him at the club, 19 years old. Everyone knows about him. He doesn't get enough playing time. And that translates to this career mode, too. I don't get to play him enough because I have two more wingers that are ahead of, or I guess three wingers now that are ahead of him. Jesus, I'm a mess. Ryan Sessegnon, he plays for Fulham. He was getting a lot of eyes on him in the Championship. Ever since Fulham came back up to the Premier League, his name has kind of dipped down a bit. He does play for them, but it just seemed, I don't know, it doesn't seem that they don't know if he's a left winger or a left back. He plays both, but I play him at right winger. I think he can play at being a left foot. He can kind of cut in on his left foot. But if for some reason I had a bunch of left back injuries, I would feel comfortable putting him at left back. And of course, the last player, Eden Hazard, everyone knows about him. He's 20. After 2 seasons, he's 27. One of the world's best. His form is excellent. He's very happy. He's not leaving anytime soon. Look at that. He's got 4 traits. His pace is 89. He's tremendous. His wage is actually not that high for how... he's still got 3 years left on his contract. His wage is really not that high for how good he is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is just kind of running through my squad. After 2 seasons, we're in the year 2020. We're about to start the 3rd season. I have a lot of fun. I'll put up the Spotify playlist. I'll take song requests on the stream. So if you guys ever see me play FIFA, then come on, click on the stream, and we'll have some fun. I'll put the Twitch link down in the description below. If you don't follow me already, go ahead and follow me. But for now, that's going to do it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.